Ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday evening. This is PRL Prospects eRacing League Tier 3 for the PlayStation. Myself, crew, I'm back. It's been a little while. Hello, I hope you're all okay. I am joined with Chappers. Chappers, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you guys. Hopefully you're all well as well, and I'm very happy to be here once again for another round of PRL for this time for the Tier 3 guys. Looking forward to this race.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one because we've got a bit of weather on the go right now. A bit of the old sky leaking onto the ground, but should be a good one here at Brazil. Always a very close delta between people around this track, but this rain is going to put the cats amongst the pigeons, innit, mate?
It will do, definitely. It's going to change things up completely. You'll see some drivers that will shine in the wet and others that may drop off slightly, but it'll be interesting. Hopefully we'll get a weather update from a couple of the drivers for what it is like in the race. We may see sunny skies for the race after this qualifying, or it could still be raining.
Absolutely, 100%, mate. Let's feel free, boys and girls, to get yourselves in on the party chat and communicate with us. Say hello, shout outs to your drivers, your predictions for the race. Anyone who's got a weather forecast for us is going to be quite helpful. But just a quick rundown of the times now. There's 11.5 minutes to go of this short qualifying session from here in Sao Paulo. Bubbers is currently sat in P1, 1:16.7 for himself. And we've lost a few of the guys, like Sesso and Chaos Druid appeared to have retired. I'm not 100% sure whether that's... I don't think that's down to bans. I think that must have been an incident with the weather, I'm guessing. And Page has been disqualified. I'm not sure what's gone on there.
It was the parking in a dangerous position, but I think Page tends to like to start from the back of the grid and avoid all the chaos up front. So that's a usual thing.
It is a usual thing. It is. Jump on board now with PRLT de Silva in the Fezzer, approaching the end of the second sector. Take it nice and easy, don't get too much on the front around these corners. Easing through the power.
Andrew's reporting he can't join the lobby, Monster, so I'm going to try and send him an invite now. Right, Morty, I've just sent you an invite, so hopefully you'll be able to join through that one.
And Craig, you've just gone P1 with 1:16.5. We'll see what T De Silva does, 1:18.2. This sort of situation is probably, probably a good idea to go out there, fill the car with fuel, settle yourself down, and stay out there. What do you reckon?
I'm honestly thinking that as well, or I think it takes a couple of laps for the intermediates to kind of settle in and be as quick as they can be, so I think maybe a few people will go out with about 5 minutes to go, so they get a couple of laps on them, and then they'll have one last flying lap with a few seconds to spare, and the track's dried up as most as it can be. So I do have a feeling that potentially the last person to cross the line before the qualifying ends could be well up the order, because it doesn't look like the rain's really falling that hard, so the track could be drying a little bit.
Yeah, the track will be drying. Actually, as like you say, the cars are clearing that water out of the way, and there's not a lot of standing water. It's only intermediate weather, but just as Gazmapam crossed the line, 1:18.9 into P10. It's all about the tyre temps in this sort of situation.
Definitely, that's a major factor.
It's all about the tyre temps, keeping them in that optimum range, and then just striking whilst the iron is hot or whilst the track is dry, shall we say?
Definitely. As a Guitar Man has just gone to the pits now. I think a lot of people have as well. Craigie as well, I believe, has just gone in. He has. So anyone on the lap?
Yeah, Max 7 in the Aston Martin just going over the line momentarily. He was at a 10.5 up, so he looks like he's going to improve. He does improve, stays in P4, but he's knocked about 2.5 tenths off of his time. I just want to say hello to everyone communicating in the chat. Monday obviously has been notifying us what's been going on. Hopefully we can get you sorted out, Chief. Itchy, that's a blast from the past. Hello, Itchy. How are you, sunshine? Panda is here. Thanks, Panda. And there's a lot of love from Itchy tonight. A lot of love from the OGs of the PLR days. Shout outs for Craigie and Kevo and Artistic. The goats. He's a good lad, is Itchy. But yeah, if anyone who's sat in the pit lane and has got the stream on, if they can drop us a little line, communicate to us what the weather's going to be for the race, that would be brilliant. Sorry, you're going to say something then, Chief?
Bear with us for a moment. I'm just going to ask the guys in the chat if any drivers have got a weather report for us. Right, so sorry guys for us being a bit quiet here. We've just got a lot sorting out due to the late start of the stream today, which isn't ideal, but it happens unfortunately.
Just jump on board with Real Shadow now. I think this is the artist formerly known as Mason, if I'm not mistaken. Oh! Got a bit squirrely there. I think that's the curse of the commentator. He does very, very well to avoid that barrier on the left-hand side. That took a few people out yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, I believe there was one person where Mason's just coming around now, and somebody crashed there. I think it was one of the Aston Martins. I don't remember off the top of my head who it was, but...
No.
Yeah, but yeah.
But it's one of those areas of the track, as I was saying before, even in the dry conditions, it's tricky with traction. You just got to get it just right, even if you have elements of assist for it. But Shadow jumps into pit lane. Just had a report from Paige. It's going to be a dry race, so everyone's going to be saving the tyres. Pandaman Gaming is coming through the final corner. He's going through the Timo Glock corner. He's well over a second up. This could be challenging for the front row of the grid here. We'll keep an eye on him in the Williams. Looks like Monster's managed to get in. Pandaman making the most of every part of the track. Crosses the line. P2, 1:16.6. Just under 2 tenths. Just under 2 tenths off Craig. But it's a good benchmark.
Yes, definitely.
And as well, I've just noticed it's stopped raining.
Which will change everything.
That changes everything. That changes the dynamic of everything. But it's just a case of if the track will dry out quickly enough. But if you're in that bottom half, looking at the likes of Vintage, Voice of Chris, Mello, Mondi, and Artistic, it could very well be gamble paid off, waiting for the dry track to come.
I totally agree. I think it would be best for them to go out now, do a couple of laps on those inters, get them kind of in prime grip, and then they can go for it with the track as dry as it possibly can be in this qualifying session. So I am going to try and get Mordy back in the lobby.
I think he just saw it that he's in his car. He says, yeah, I saw him join, so he's in.
Okay, good.
You got time, Mordy, don't worry. But Pandaman's up again. I didn't quite see by how much, but he's up again. He's just at a purple middle sector. And he's diving into the pits. Yeah, that's the cue right there. That's the cue right there for the soft tyres. Any moment now, I'd say.
Yep.
Guitar man. Yeah, I was just on board with myself then. But he's still up, marginally up. Working his way towards the start-finish line. Same as Pandaman before, making the most of every section of that track. Goes for original pole, 1:16.388 in the Alfa Romeo. Last week's race winner, but unfortunate with the penalties.
I think he ended up winning anyway. I think he ended up winning anyway, if I remember correctly.
He had an unserved penalty from a previous race that got applied, so he ended up with P4, yeah. But he's going faster again.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get the championship standings up. I believe I got sent them by Paige, so I will quickly check them now for you guys. We have, if I can find it, currently PLR Craigie in the lead with 68 points after round 3. Then it's Monster in second with 41, so Monster, with his issues he's had at the start, will have a bit of work to do, but he has got a 9-point lead to Kevo in third, so even if he doesn't get in front of Kevo today, it's all about damage limitation. There's still a long way to go this season, so hopefully he can pull out a good result today, because obviously he can't move out now because he's technically joined late, which is unfortunate, but I hope Andrew can pull out a good result today. I think
yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it happens to us all at some point, but I think that it's the same goal for everyone in this race. It's a long race, and track limits can be an issue sometimes. It can catch you out quite quickly. So keep it clean. That's the best chance you're going to get of anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
We're just going to stick on board with Real Shadow because he's about to start a flying lap on the soft tyres. I noticed he was a little bit squirrely on his outlap, but we'll see. It's worth a go. He's already currently. Oh, yeah, it's still snaking around a little bit.
It's still too wet.
Don't think it's quite ready. And there he goes on the centre S's. A few little pirouettes. Yeah, I think it's still a bit too early there.
Yeah, Panda Man's gone out on softs as well, so
yeah.
let's see how he can handle these softs. So he's been very tentative with that middle sector. I don't think the track's dry enough yet, unfortunately. But it was worth a try.
It is worth a try, absolutely. He's there, and by the time he gets round, it could be okay then for the following lap. But you never know. But you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, exactly.
Jump aboard with Tilmo now in the Alpine. He's back out again on the intermediates, or he's still out, one or the other. He's a tenth and a half up in the first sector. He's currently 4 tenths off P1 at the moment, but we shall monitor his progress. Working his way around through the middle sector. Nice and easy. Nice throttle control there. We've seen a few drivers this week make the mistake. Mercedes staying nicely out the way. Nicely done there. Ooh! And he's gone straight on. Don't know what happened there. He had a little wobble there. Lost his wing. That's unlucky for Tilmo. He's looking alright there. It took too much of that inside curb and touched the grass. It just spat him out on the other side. Just have a look at Panda Man, who's on the softs. He was negotiated the first few corners better than what Real Shadow did. Looking way down to turn 4. Yeah, it's 2.5 seconds. Yeah, it's not really.
Telmo in, so that's him done.
Craigie's invalidated already. He must have done that at turn 1 and 2. That's him done as well.
That's
Kevo.
Done, yeah.
Kevo P3 in the championship, P5 in quali at the moment, working his way around.
This is his last flying lap. Let's see what he can do in the first sector.
Working his way down towards the 4th turn. Yeah, 10th up. Purple first sector. Easing on the throttle through the turn 4. Up the hill. Little dab of brake. Just keep that hooked up to the right hand side. Aim perfectly. He can take a lot of curb at this corner here. But he doesn't want to take too much. He's giving the track a lot of respect still. At this moment in time, he's going to jump to see anyone crossing the line first. Looks like... no, it looks like everyone else is... Bubba's is there on the softs. Yeah, he's well down. We'll go back to Kevo's. He's finishing up his lap. Opens up the taps, going down the final straight, if you want to call it a straight. Crosses the line, 1:16.7. He improves by 8/1000, so he lost a little bit of time there. Oh, Guitar Man improves. Still 1:16.3. Don Moore improves as well. T. De Silva, he goes up to P7. And I think that is everyone. Yes, it is. That is qualifying over. So there you go, Guitar Man Khan. Carrying on his good pace from last week in France. Pole position 1:16.320. Two tenths near his damn bit away from Craigie. P3 Pandaman, Tilmo, Kevo, Bubbers, T. De Silva, Mark 7, Voice of Chris and Don Moore are your top 10. Remember, everyone will have the free choice of tyres if it is, as we've been reported to us, a dry race. And if it remains dry throughout, two different tyre compounds need to be used during the race.
Yeah,
Which
I think I think the hards are pointless here, in my opinion. I don't like the hards at Brazil. I'm actually racing here next Wednesday. I don't like the hards here. Last time I raced here, I went onto the hards, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. I nearly DNF'd, and I'm not using them at all. They're horrible.
Yeah.
I don't advise it.
I like a one stop here. I can manage a medium soft. I have done medium soft before here. But it's just about how good you are on your tyres. People will tell you I'm not bad on my tyres. That's probably the only thing I'm good at, probably because I'm not very fast anymore. But one thing I've always been good at is my tyres, and it won't give you that as a strategy, but again, it's down to the driver and the setup. So, but seeing as everyone's on brand new tyres, that front gaggle, front half a dozen cars, I reckon you're going to jump on the softs and then just try and get out of the way of everyone.
Yeah. I do think though that a lot of people in here, probably everybody on the grid, would have gone for a dry setup purely because of the race. It's a longer distance, it's more time. Not a lot would have gone on a wet setup, I don't think.
No,
It's
no.
completely dry.
No, no.
Dry setup.
Exactly, yeah. I'd have stuck my dry setup and just tweak the front wing for quali. Then that'd have been about it, and then put it back for the race. But yeah. So they are lined up on the grid. We've got a McLaren bouncing around like Zebedee, but he's settled down now. So Guitar Man Khan, your pole man in the Alfa Romeo, joining on the front row is PLR Craigie, the championship leader in his Red Bull. Hopefully it gives him some wings. Pandaman Gaming in the Williams, along with Tilmo as the second row of the grid. Third row, Kevo and Bubbers in the McLaren and the Mercedes. Artistic Genius has been disqualified, along with Chaos Druid. It looks like there's been some contact there. T. De Silva, Mark 7 God, Ferrari and Aston Martin on the fourth row. Voice of Chris and Donwar. Row 5, Real Shadow, Gazmapam, the 6th row. Villeneuve and Artistic Genius. Row 7, Light Sesso, Chaos Druid. Row 8, PB Vintage, Mellow Spaced on the 9th row. Monster and Page Baguette rounds out your 10th and final row of the race, of the grid. All of the above.
It's a tough one to call now with everybody on fresh sets. You just can't call it now because we've not seen the pace of everybody in the qualifying because it was totally different conditions.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit cloudy, so that will make a difference with track temperature and performance of tyres as well. So
yeah,
it's going to be an interesting one.
100%. It's all about the temperature retention. And somebody just want a little shout out there. Artistic Genius qualifying in P14. I think that could be his best qualifying in Tier 3. Fair dues. Well, just goes to show a little bit of weather. Just goes to show a little bit of weather can be a bit of an equaliser, which is what we like to see.
Yeah, as I said, you can see a couple of drivers that struggle a bit more in the dry can find pace in the wet, and he got supposedly his best qualifying of this season so far. So, as Crew said, fair play to Artistic for that, and hopefully he can do even better in the race today. So let's see what he can do.
So everyone on the soft tyres from P1 to P12, a few people on the mediums, a few more on the soft further down the grid. The lights are all... and they're off. They're on their way down to turn 1. Guitar Man can't get a decent start, but Craig is already up the inside. Jockeying for position further down the track. And, oh, we've got a spin there. I think that's Tilmo, yeah. Tilmo's gone round. Not sure what's gone on there. There's AlphaTauri just dropping back slowly. And, oh no, Aston Martin as well's gone.
Oh no.
Villeneuve has gone round. And it's absolutely chaos there. But Craigie's managed to get away. He's about half second ahead of Guitar Man, and then Panda Gaming Bubbles is there, and there's a little bit of a gap down to Real Shadow. And hell of a scrap going on there between round about from 6th to 13th. And Monster's had a hell of a start. Got himself all the way up to P13. It's Hound in the back of Light Sesso. Kevo's run wide, yeah.
I think he was pushed off actually. Has Kevo got side pod maybe?
He could well have side pod damage, yeah. We'll see how he gets on. We'll keep an eye on him. But it looks like they're all starting to finally settle down ever so slightly. Ooh, sat there. That Gazmapam. I think Gazmapam got caught on the inside there by Alpine. Just got sent round. If we can focus on the leader now, Craigie has stretched himself a second out ahead from Guitar Man Khan already, and then Panda Man and Bubbers are just about within touching distance. But you've got a big gap to Real Shadow, and there's a big scrap going on there. Big old scrap. Oh, contact! Donwar. I think he managed to save it, but someone lost the wing. Voice of Chris lost his wing.
It's unfortunate for the AlphaTauri driver there, but it's a definite box for him.
This has been absolutely non-stop, this first lap and a half of this race. absolutely,
up to P10. Now,
absolutely
so
bonkers. Well, I was just about to say, you took the words out of my mouth there. Mondi, after not being able to take part in qualifying with some technical issues, he's made his way up to P10. He's dug in. Was that Kevin who lost it? No, he just managed to keep hold of it. But yeah, looking like some groups have started to form already. Craig is in the...
Light Sesso had a moment there. Mondi having to run the outside of Light Sesso there, but couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, that's the tyre compound there. That's just the difference in the tyres. Not quite as much grip at this stage. But
yeah, Sesso had a bit of a moment, so Mondi could have capitalised on that then. But obviously, with him being on the mediums, he wasn't able to do it. But Mark 7 God is.
Yep, he's in the pit lane. I wonder if that's for a new wing.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yes.
There's a new wing. Another set of soft though. Let's go have a look. So DRS is now enabled. This lap. Like Cecil's having a look at Donwa. Oh, he has a little look into turn 4. Just about pulls out of it in time, I believe. But yeah, we're on the third lap already, and Real Shadow is 6 seconds behind Bubbers. And there's 3-second penalty for Light Sesso and Donwa. What, Sesso's gone off, I think. He had a little bit of a wobble. Monster's up to P8 already, with Kevo right behind him. Kevo's just going to hang on the back of him like holding on to like a tow rope on the back of Mondi's car tonight.
Definitely. And Mondi now will be in the DRS zone of the car in front of him, but this will just be a DRS straight now, I think, for a few laps unless somebody makes a mistake.
Yeah, and the same thing can be said for the front three runners. Bubbers is just about losing touch for these, but he's building on the gap for the building on the gap to Real Shadow behind him. But this is going to be interesting. 3 of the big hitters of this tier: Championship leader, Guitar Man Khan, and then Panda Man, all in company with Craig. Just needs to settle down and get himself into his rhythm. But it looks like Craig's not having much of an issue with that at the moment. But we'll see how we get on.
Page just got past Artistic, which did run a bit wide there, but just managed to bring it back and keep that position. Huge group here from P10 to P5, so a massive group.
Yeah, it's the Real Shadow. Woo woo! 6-car gaggle. And he might have just about... Oh, I thought he might have just about escaped the detection zone there, but I think it's just coming up soon. But there's even more now, like Cesar and Tilmo there now as well. So it's a real big old... Chaos runs a touch wide there. No DRS for Chaos, so Real Shadow must have got out of the way of it. And then there's Donwa and...
Artistic. Oh, no.
Monster! Oh, contact Monster and Donwa into turn 1 as Artistic Genius DNFs there. Not sure what happened to Artistic.
I think he might have just span a little bit and clipped that.
On the left-hand side there, yeah.
That's fast crash.
So that's a full safety car. That's unlucky for... I'm not sure what happened with Monster and Donwa.
I don't think Monster's got wing damage. I think he's fine. So he might have gotten a bit lucky there, maybe.
Someone got some... I think Donwa... Yeah, I'm just looking a look at Donwa now. He's got wing damage. There's definitely some carbon fibre flying around. It was red from one of them. Huge battles. Huge battles going on. But I think that safety car might have just given Craig a little opportunity for a bit of a respite. Let him get his breath back.
Yeah. Definitely.
And he's boxing along with Guitar Man and Panda.
I think a lot of these soft runners, where if Monster's not got wing damage, I think he is obviously going to stay out, being on those mediums. Yep,
speaking of staying out, Bubbers is going to stay out. The most impolite Canadian I've ever met, which still means he's still a nice bloke. But Panda Man, Craigie and Guitar Man all jump onto the mediums. But this isn't so much of an issue for the early, for not having to stop if you're on the softs, because of the fact that everyone started on brand new tyres. But Monster stayed out, like you say, so it looks like he's okay. So have a quick look in the comments. See what's going on. I'm not sure what's happened there with Tilmo and...
I always have to put a little message out into the chat to everyone. I've got to keep a little bit quiet due to the late start for today's broadcast and race, so I apologise sincerely for that. I'm doing my best to be as loud as possible, but due to current situations I can't really talk loud, so I sincerely apologise for that one, guys.
There's been an absolute situations going on here now, because safety car, yet again, someone has not stayed where they should have done, and as a result it's just caused a huge gap. But I think they've managed to just about get sorted back out. And who's that was going to the pits? Like Sesso and Tilmo and Chaos Druid all pit. Bit of a strange move why they didn't pit first time round. But this isn't a bad result for the likes of Page, Maundy and Mellow Space on the 6-lap all mediums, because they'll still be able to stretch those out a decent spell. It looks like the sun's starting to come out now as the cars go through the centre-S's. Might be able to squeeze a one-stop out of it yet.
I reckon they can, to be fair.
Because everyone who stopped are going to have to stop again.
Yeah.
So they might be able to squeeze it through to the end. But we shall see. Anyway, as I was saying, going back to the chat, because I said I was going to do it, but I didn't actually do it. So, nice one, Crewy. So, Jack Daniels, Forza Ferrari. Well, that's been mixed, but it's looking a bit better for Ferrari now. Real Shadow saying that it was 6 seconds slower when he went onto the softs in quali. Yeah, it was a bit too early. When it could have done another 5 minutes, then it would have been fine. David Bowyer, how are you, David? Mega battle in the midfield. Yep, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
David, I'm pretty sure you would not want to see an ASMR of mine. It would be absolutely horrific. so you wouldn't hear an ASMR of mine.
I echo your sentiments. And it's happened again. It's happened again. Everyone all shuffled up in the wrong order. I mean, come on, guys. Everyone should know by now. This is the first week I didn't say in a driver briefing about safety cars.
There we go then, so restart is underway now. Should be underway. Yep. What about racing? All those softs of bubbers last much longer than these. Will he be able to hold off on these drivers with the fresh mediums on? It's a big ask, I think, in the upcoming laps. I think they'll start to suffer a little bit, but I think these first couple of laps he will be able to bridge a slight gap on the medium runners. But then they'll come back and bite him because those mediums will kick in and those softs will degrade.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's still going to get a one-stop out of this. So
yes, definitely.
He should be able to get a one-stop because he's got the luxury of knowing that the 3 guys behind him are going to be stopping again. So even if he just tags onto the back of them, if they all get past him, he just sticks around for another 6 or 8 laps. If he can get to lap 16 on these softs, then it'll be alright for mediums to the end, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think one of the Red Bulls in the Tier 2 race yesterday did 27 laps on his mediums.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name exactly.
Oh, Max 7 God's gone! Sorry to cut you off, mate. Max 7 God has gone on the entry to the pit lane, and that's a VSC right now.
That was the exact same position that Artistic.
It was, wasn't it?
Finished.
I'm not sure what happened. I just noticed he was about to overtake someone, so I jumped towards him, and then he decided to jump into the wall, be it intentional or not. But the VSC. Don't think that's going to go to a full safety car. It would have done it by now. But again, this is just helping Bubbers, Monster, Gazmapam, and Mellow Space It's because they can just extend the life of these tyres by that, probably by about another lap. Half a lap, another lap.
Definitely. It's music to their ears for sure. Definitely.
Let's have a little look at the position changes. The biggest winners and losers so far was from the VSC. Biggest winner of the day so far is Monster, up 14 places, up to P5. Mellow Space up 11. Biggest loser really, Tilmo, Voice of Chris, a real shadow, have all lost 7 or 8 places apiece. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Craig is exactly started where he's at the moment exactly where he started. But we shall see what happens. Bubbers is our race leader, still on the soft tyre. DRS has now been re-enabled. Donmar's made a nice little move on Meadows Space into turn 1. That's just the new tyres versus the old tyres kicking in. And he's under pressure now from T. De Silva. Makes a move on the straight. Tilmo wants to join in that party. He's going to have a little look. Tilmo side by side. 2 overtakes there on Mellow Space. Poor block. I bet he feels like he dropped 20 quid and picked up 5 pence after that.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit of a gap formed now between 5th and 6th. And Mondi is kind of on his own now, really. He's got a gap to Panda Man in front of him and then a gap to more Pan, but I don't think Mordy will be complaining because of where he is right now.
No, absolutely not. I agree.
He's ahead of Kevo at the moment, which helps the championship. He's not far off Craigie, and Craigie has to pit again.
Yes,
so.
Yes, as does himself, yeah. But Craigie's caught up to Bubbers now. It looks like we might see him moving to turn 4. It's one of the most popular overtaking spots on this track. I must say it's my favourite place to try and overtake on this track. But Craig's deploying his ERS. Get a good run on Bubbers. Why does this camera decide to do that? Oh no, not quite enough. Not quite enough. But he wants to be careful there, because all that's doing is allowing Guitar Man to creep up on the back of him, and then Panda Man maintained touch as well. Ooh, almost there from Guitar Man. A little bit squirrely on the exit. Sorry, on the approach to that corner.
Well, Craigie try and make that move in this DRS zone. If he gets a good bit of drive out this penultimate corner here, I do think that he will just go for it because he'll get a lot more traction in. Which I think he has.
Yeah, he's going to have to. I mean,
he's got it.
Yeah.
He'll have it now.
If Bubbers was sat down anymore as a duck, he'd have been laid down horizontal asleep. So yeah, and he might have trouble as well with Guitar Man on the route for Bubbers. Defends to the inside, Guitar Man on the outside. Nicely done from Bubbers. Bubbers keeps his P2. Craig had it done well before the corner, but nice defending from Bubbers in the end. He was struggling, but now he has got DRS, so he can at least defend a bit more. Guitar Man having a look on the inside. Nicely done. Nicely defended. Great race in this.
Yeah, beautiful. He goes for it again. Not quite. Not done it yet. Important defending from Guitar Man will just help Craigie's race, because that will be able to bridge his gap to P2, because Bubbers is going to have to defend from Guitar Man, which is going to affect his pace.
Yeah, and Bubbers needs to stay within a second for this DRS zone, because that's going. He's just about to drop out of it, I think. So that's not going to help his cause.
He's not got it. He's not got DRS. I don't think.
No, he hasn't.
Nope.
Let's see what Gazmapan does. Which way? Bubbers defends the inside line. Forces Gazmapan on the outside. Ooh, plenty of room for each other. Yeah, nicely done around the outside. But Bubbers gets the better drive, much better drive. He's in a great position here to re-overtake. But Guitar Man manages to get DRS somehow. They both got it. Bubbers has a little look on the inside. No, it's too far back. Give himself a sporting chance there, did Bubbers?
He did that. He's got Panda Man to deal with now. I think those softs are now going to be at the stage of dropping off now, unfortunately for him. Yeah,
but he's done his job though. I mean, he's done 12.
Definitely.
He's done 12 laps, and if he can hang in there for another 3,
yeah.
then it's cooking.
Yeah, he can still win this race, Bubbers, I think, in my opinion. I think he can still do it.
He's definitely put himself in the pound seat. He's not lost much here. And, okay, he's losing some time here and there, but I think he will just still manage to keep DRS here. And Pandaman Gaming is having a little look on the inside before DRS zone. Yeah, he's already got him sorted. Bubbers does has DRS. Look on the inside. Is Bubbers? No, he's just sitting nice and cool, waiting for the next DRS zone. Get the better traction.
Yeah, Bill stay in this DRS protection zone, and he has got more battery than Pandaman as well, because Pandaman's light is flashing.
And it's as you were after turn 1. So Craigie 1.3 seconds, 1.2 seconds ahead of Guitar Man Can, championship leader versus on-track race winner last week. Mellow space for a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. Bubbers is just about hanging in there, P4 behind these 3 guys. All of them will have to stop again, so it's not too bad this for Bubs. Same with Monster. His own little race at the moment, but Gazmapam is slowly catching up on him. But again, I wouldn't be too worried because Gazmapam's going to stop earlier.
Yep.
Kevo, again, everyone's all nice and spread out now in his own little race in P7. Donmoir, P8 with T. De Silva P9 with Tilmo for company, who's got DRS. Yep, so we'll stay on board with Tilmo. I think he's a bit far away for now. Yeah, but he's real managed to reel in T. De Silva. 14 lap old soft, he's been on them since the start of the race as T. So that's to be expected. Mellow Space in P11, Page in P12, Chaos Druid, P13, Villeneuve 14, with Vintage for company. He started on the hard tyres, he stayed on those tyres. Voice of Chris, P16 with Light Sesso, Monster 3-second time penalty, and the same with Baguette. And rounding out the field is Real Shadow P18, DNF so far, Mark 7 God, and Artistic Genius, who appeared to have carbon copy incidents.
Yep, just trying to see what is really going on. I think everybody's kind of a bit spaced out now, really. There's not too much going on. Everybody's just...
Everyone just settled down. Yeah.
There's not a lot going on at the moment, so... But also to say that Tilmo's quite close to T. De Silva here, and I think Tilmo will go for the move.
He's going to go around the outside of turn 1. Oh, he's got it done before the corner. 2 more Canadians scrapping it.
Yep. I'm still getting used to all the nationalities and the names of all the drivers, so please bear with me, guys. Once I have a bit more knowledge, I'll be able to reel it off a bit more quicker. But I think Tilmo,
it's got it done.
A lot of fresher tyres.
Yeah,
a lot of fresher tyres. So
if we go back to the battle at the top, they're all spread out. They're all between 1.2, 1.5 seconds roughly of each other. Bubbers isn't dropped off that much. He's lost about a tenth and a half in this lap to Pandaman,
which isn't a lot.
Which is nothing really in the grand scheme of things. So I think Bubbers might be able to push this a little bit longer. If you know,
so as well.
Because everyone in front of it,
2 or 3 more laps.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be going. If it gets to the stage where I'm losing half a second a lap, oh, we've got a spin. T. De Silva.
T.
Yeah, and Tilmo and Donmoir were about to have a little scrap, but Donmoir's boxed for some new boots. I imagine Donmoir will be going mediums to the end from this situation. Gazmapam is reeling in Monster under DRS, but not enough of a straight to be able to get the move done. I think Bubbers has had a little bit of a moment there. Yeah, I think he's run wide. Yeah, he's lost about 2 seconds there. So I think there could be time. That could be his cue to get in for some new boots, which will be fine now. Mediums to the end.
Shadow with 3-second time penalty, which doesn't help his case. He's had a bit of a shocker, unfortunately. Dropped 6 positions, I believe, from his qualifying position, but still a long way to go. Just about halfway now through the race, so anything can happen.
Gazmapam is all over the back of Monster, who's all over the back of Bubbers. I think Bubbers has just made a mistake there. Hopefully he's not got wing damage, Bubbers. Yeah, he's boxing now. But thanks to Bubbers, Monster maintains some DRS to defend Gazmapam on this occasion. Just gonna have a quick look at Bubbers. Yeah, I think Bubbers had a little incident, got some broken wing there. Which is a shame.
But yeah.
But we'll see if we can go. He'll have fresh tyres. He'll be able to boot it for a little while and get some. Oh, Gazmapam's spun in turn 4. I'm not sure if there's any contact with Monster or not. But Druid's gone. Chaos Druid's gone. And the centre S's. Yeah. Safety car. Chaos Druid in the wall on the exit of turn 1 on the left hand side. As you can see there. So another safety car. Well, that has probably worked out perfectly for Bubbers in the end.
Yes, definitely that's in a godsend for him in my opinion, because I think a lot of these drivers in front will pit.
I'd say all of
Tilmo
them.
might as well. All of them. Tilmo will as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, top 3 have.
Andrew, is Andrew going to pit Monster?
Yeah.
Yep, they're all going to pit.
Kevo's in. Gazmapam definitely will. He's 17 lap old mediums. He's done his job.
17 lap old softs, he's, yeah. In,
Sorry,
so,
yeah, you're correct. Yeah, sorry, 17 lap old
no
softs.
problem at all. Easily done.
Tilmo stays out. He's done 10 laps on those mediums already. He's going to have to do another... 11 laps on those mediums. He's going to have to do another team.
Tilmo left the session then. Tilmo's got his ghost on. Maybe a connection issue there for Tilmo. Andrew onto softs.
He had to, because he started on mediums. Yeah. But
yeah,
we've seen people just do 17 laps on the softs, and as well, the tyre degradation is going to be low because the cars are going to be lighter.
That's true.
So,
and as well for Andrew, he couldn't go out in the pits because he obviously had connection issues, so he joined late. So he wasn't allowed to go out on track. So he has got another set of soft tyres, fresh. So he's got a really late safety car.
Yeah, he's got all his soft tyres. Oh, well, I imagine everyone will because it was a wet qualifying, but yeah.
That's true, yeah. So they have got another set of softs to play for, so if there's a late safety, we could see Monster pit again in the closing stages on a really fresh set, and I think a lot of drivers will do so as well, so... Don't know. Time penalty?
Time penalty under safety car?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know why I said it, because I did it a few races ago. Tilmo's back. We're good. We're good. So everyone's on brand new tyres, apart from Tilmo, who is now about to get some. That might explain why he didn't actually box, because he wasn't in control.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
That will annoy him, I think, that's what's happened to him, but... He'll have some work to do, unfortunately. A lot of work to do.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, yeah. You're correct there.
Real Shadow is boxing again. Real Nerve is boxing as well. Again. Let's put the mediums onto the end. Real Shadow is going to do what? Softs, perhaps? No, set mediums. See, if it's me at this point now.
We had a wing damage as well.
Wing damage. There we go. If it's me at this situation, I'm going softs all the way, because you're going to save yourself a bit of wear under the safety car as well. So, despite his 3-second penalty, Monster isn't in a dreadful position.
No, he's not. No.
Neither's Mellow Space or but they've got a little bit more work to do with all the cars in front of them.
Yeah,
Gazprom on the hards is going to be a moving chicane, I think, for the guys behind. He's got to get the temps up on them.
I tried those hards when I first did a race here months ago now. I've not been here for ages for a league race. I'm back there next week. Also with Monster. So Monster will go into that race next week with a bit more knowledge than the rest of us and that group of drivers. But yeah, but I really enjoy this track. It's it is probably my favourite track on this game. I do love this track. It's a real nice flowing track that I really enjoy. So, but yeah, Monster. Even with that, as Crew said, he is, in my opinion, the best position right now with those fresh softs. But with that penalty, I do think he can bridge that gap with those softs, but they will degrade towards the end compared to those mediums. That's his only issue, but if he can capitalise on those softs early on, then I think he could get a solid result here from basically the back of the grid.
Yeah, pretty much the P9. Well, yeah, P19, wasn't he?
It was P18 or P19.
Yeah.
So to be in fourth, he's already, at this moment in time, he's already done a phenomenal job. So fair play to him.
Just hope that penalty doesn't bite him in the rear. But all he's got to do is just get clear these guys as soon as possible, and then get some quali laps in, and then stretch it. See if you can stretch it.
Totally agree.
I think we're going to see the safety car in at the end of this lap.
Everyone's together. Surely it's coming in this lap. It must be. Yeah.
Yep, safety car in this lap.
Right on cue.
So Craigie now assumes control of the field. He's effectively the safety car. Much better situation than what we had last time round. Give himself plenty of distance for the safety car to get into the pit lane. Pull the trigger any moment. There he goes, he's gone. Got himself a decent-ish jump. Looked further down the field. Monster was a little bit napping there.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest jump.
Ooh. Kevo was a bit, his connection-wise, that was, it wasn't driver related. But Pandaman's got a good run on Guitar Man, and Craig has gone. Craig has absolutely disappeared.
Wow.
And Panda's having a look at the inside, wheel to wheel, bit of contact. Ooh, elbows out, but it was great stuff. Great stuff, perfectly timed, great move, brilliant bravery there as well. Monster is inviting himself to this party. Time Cameron a bit tucked wide there. Craigie's almost 2 seconds out the way already. Great restart from himself. Oh, who's that? Gazprom gone on the hard tyres, as we said.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty well. I think he got up to P6, but it's the same place where a few people have had issues throughout this week in various platforms. But yeah, another VSC. Again, this will only help the soft runners.
Correct.
Stay within that delta. Mondy's burning his ERS. He's turned it off now. He's burning his ERS then under VSC. Not particularly wise. He's turned it off. He's turned it off, the lad has.
Yeah.
Kevo's all over the back of Mondy. He smells blood here.
Are we back?
Oh, hang on. Something's happened here because Kevo's dropped to P17 on here, so something's happened. It looks like they're at racing speed, but it doesn't show.
Kevo's on Ghost for me.
Yeah, he's dropped to P17 on mine in Ghost. Ah, there we go. There we go. We're back to how we were.
Yeah, in the lobby there messing up, or his connection.
Yeah, Craig is gone full speed, I think. So I think we are racing, despite it saying a yellow flag. Hopefully it fixes itself soon.
It might do when he crosses the line. To be fair, we had issues yesterday with the deltas just dropping off slightly. It wasn't showing the gaps to the drivers.
Ah, right, okay.
So
Well, DRS is enabled. It's a full course caution, so that'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully it fixes itself. There we go.
there we go, it's fixed.
So Guitar Man is hunting down Panda again.
Oh, it's appeared again.
Yeah, Kevo's dropped to P16 again. He hasn't. But it's... I'll have to keep an eye on that. See what happens later on. But Craigie has reasserted his pretty much 2-second gap. Is that Tillman?
Just went on for a move there on Mello, a little bit of contact there, but he's overtaken him.
Jump on with Monster. He's on the back of these two medium runners. DRS is activated, enabled, whichever word you want to use. Let's see what he can do. The fastest lap for Monster as well. Oh, he's all over the back of Guitar Man. It looks like Panda got a little bit squirrely through there, but Mondy should have a decent run. And it's status quo at the moment. Guitar Man's got a great run on Panda Man here, but again, the corners are arriving too early for everyone. But Monster's going to have a little look. No, he thinks better of it.
Oh, Panda Man lagging a lot on my screen. I don't know whether it's about you guys, but
yeah, he's jumping around a bit.
Well. It is a worrying thing when you're side by side with something like that when you're going 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, Monster's got a great run on Guitar Man. Again, I think you should have him this time.
I don't think Guitar Man's got DRS. He might just have it, but I think Maundy's going to have him.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
He's not got DRS.
No DRS. Gets clear of Guitar Man well before the start-finish line. Guitar Man tucks in behind to try and return the favour at the next corner, but Maundy should pick up DRS off Panda Man now.
Yeah,
yeah, I think he's sorted. Yeah, he's sorted out there.
Panda Man flashing, so Panda Man less than 10% battery, which helped Maundy's case all as well because Maundy's got 40%. Maundy with a lot better grip as well through here, so that'll just gain him time anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Through this middle sector, which will help his case because Panda Man doesn't have DRS either, so...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Where's it showing Kevo for you on your screen?
16th.
Yeah, yeah, same here. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but...
I have no idea.
We'll soon find out. But Monster, is he going to get a run on Panda? He's definitely fetched himself closer.
Oh, Kevo says he's retired, so...
Ah, right. Oh, he's retired and there's an issue somewhere then.
Yeah, I think it was connection issues, so... I think he did the right thing, really, retiring, because...
Yeah, fair dues, Kev.
Just unfortunate. But
yeah.
Happens, unfortunately.
It does. Ooh, Panda had a little bit of a sideways moment there. Monster needs to get clear of Panda Man sooner rather than later so he can hunt down Craig and...
Yep. Page has made up places to P6 now, so from the back of the grid.
Yeah, another fantastic drive. These Page and Monster were the 19th and 20th at the start of this race, but Maundy is all over the back of Panda. He's got ERS, he's got DRS. Panda Man decides he's going to defend the inside. Monster gets clear and up into P2.
Monster will probably battery dump a little bit down here just to counteract Panda's as he does so, yeah. And he'll be able to pull on him a little bit in this middle sector again as well, so...
Yep, absolutely will do. Let's have a little look further down the field. So Donwar, Page, Donwar, T and Voice of Chris in a little gaggle, similar to the front four. Almost the same cars as well, to be fair, but... Voice of Chris looking to make some moves here. Ooh, Donwar gets a little bit sideways there.
I think Maundy's pulled a big enough gap to Panda Man so he doesn't overtake him with the DRS.
Yeah, he might get DRS, but he's not going to get overtaken, is he?
Definitely, yeah, he had DRS on him, but he just couldn't overtake him.
We're back to T De Silva, making a move on the outside towards turn 1 of Donwar. Oh, this is great stuff, side by side.
Oh, Donwar had a bit of a moment.
They had a bit of a moment there, yeah. Took too much curve on the inside and he ended up losing 2 places there. Real Shadow, 3 seconds.
Let's actually check penalties, how many they actually have, real quick.
We shall...
Monster with a 3. Page with 3. Donwar with 6. Villeneuve 3. Mason, Real Shadow with 6. Mello with 3. And Light Cesar with 6.
So Guitar Man is having a real scrap with Panda Man. Guitar versus Panda, but Guitar just loses the rear ever so slightly there. I think T's had a moment. Yeah, T's off spinning. Oh, good job Ghosting was on there. That's unfortunate for T. Ooh. Excuse me.
So Maundy has actually pulled a slight gap now on Panda Man enough, so Panda's not got DRS, and he's gained about 0.2 that lap on Craigie, so he's catching him. But will those softs start to degrade shortly? There's only 6 laps to go, so I think at that degrade point where they start getting a bit more serious, it just won't be enough for those guys to capitalise on that.
Yeah, we've got a cracky little scrap going on for P7 here. Voice of Chris, Donmore and Tilmer. Free abreast almost. Oh, contact! Donmore's gone in the wall. That's him out.
Oh no.
That's him out there. I went to go free abreast. It looks like he may have taken a bit of grass, which just sent him into the wall. Guitar Man car there as well, also getting a 3-second time penalty in P4. Yellow flag, but that looks like that's all it's going to be. Yep, just a yellow flag.
I was expecting it to be like maybe a potential safety car, because I had a race
Yeah.
at Abu Dhabi I'd say about a month ago now, when there was a late safety car, like 4 laps to go, and
Guitar Man's making a move on Panda. Sorry to cut you off, mate.
It's no problem at all. Yeah, I had a really late safety car at Abu Dhabi, and it actually ended up coming in with 1 lap to go, so it was like a real life situation of a of a 1 lap dash at Abu Dhabi, and a couple of drivers ended up getting screwed over. So there was definitely a bit of no Mikey, that was so not right. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, let's see what
That
Guitar
race
Man
was
can.
definitely manipulated, 100%.
Yeah. I could care less, to be honest with you.
That's fine, no problem at all.
Who's gone off? Voice of Chris has gone off. Turn 4. Got a spin. But looks like Monster now is hovering around the 1 second mark. He might just get some DRS here. He's got a good drive out this corner. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. He's deploying his ERS to try and pinch it, but I don't think no, he's not going to get it. No. Panda Man and Guitar Man are having a good old scrap, but Panda Man's got the move done very early. And all this is doing is just stretching it out for Panda Man for that time penalty that Monster has, and it's just helping out Monster.
Yeah.
To maintain P2. But he's reeling in Craig now. He's like 6.5 tenths now. But...
Oh, bit of contact there with Guitar
Man. And again. These two have had a right ding dong all day. They've been glued together. keep it up like this, then Bubbers will be arriving on the scene. Poor old Bubbers, bless him. Since having his little off, has just been left to his own little race. He's sat there chugging along in P5. Yeah, I'll just drive. It's fine.
You think if he didn't have that kind of 4 seconds longer pit stop for that wing,
yeah,
that would have put him like in third or with Guitar Man and Panda really right in that little battle pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Monster's got DRS, but it's not close enough though. But Panda Man's got DRS. He's setting himself up for the next DRS section.
I think even if Mondi gets ahead of Craigie and wins on track, barring, Craigie could get a penalty, but if Monster goes to the overtake on Craigie to try and win on track, I think that would give Monster a big, big morale boost because, to come from the back of the grid even to second will give him a big boost anyway in confidence.
Yeah.
It's a solid drive, so...
100%. It's a solid drive regardless.
Yeah.
Sporting his Senna helmet is similar to a Senna helmet. I've just noticed.
Yeah.
But all he can do is keep doing what he's doing because anything can happen.
Yeah.
As soon as you follow someone else behind you or you're being hounded, you can easily make mistakes.
Put pressure on the driver in front of you, So.
That was a better drive out of there for Monday. He managed to keep it down. Real Shadow, that's another one for him, so I think that's 9 seconds.
Yep.
I believe that Monster still has the fastest lap as well.
I'll have a look for you.
Yeah, he does.
He does, okay.
But we'll have 3 laps to go. Monster hovering around half a second. He is literally just inching forward. T. De Silva with a 3-second penalty. He's literally just inching forward by a tenth or so a lap to Craig. And if Craig pops up with a little time penalty, then that will make the Scotsman sweat.
Just a little bit. I think it'll be a little bit clenched if that penalty pops up.
Yes, a little bit more. But we shall see what happens. Yeah, he's closer this time, but just create that the fresher tyre that Craig's got there, just getting that drive out of that corner, just to keep the distance. It's not. So Monster's really reeling him in here.
Whoa!
Ooh, that's the closest he's been for a while, but it's just down to the tyres now. Oh, he might have a run here into turn 4 if he's lucky. Not quite close enough, I don't think. But this is the closest he's been. He's having a little look, letting Craig know that he's there, looking in the mirror. Oh, yeah, he might have a little shot at this. Penultimate lap of the race. As Craigie penalty free at the moment, but seeing Monster all over him just could force the issue. It could force the issue, you never know.
Craigie just gapped Monster again a bit through there, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Soft's struggling a little bit now in that middle
Yeah,
sector,
I think that's it now, unless he pinches DRS here. Oh, it's ever so close.
I think he's got him.
Oh, 1,000th of a second. Literally 1,000th.
Hopefully Andrew will try and get in his DRS here, because that will help his case now, because he's got, Panda Man's 4.1 seconds behind him, so I think Monster can just try and bring this home, and he will have a P2, which is a phenomenal drive.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's got a P3 guaranteed with the Guitar Man penalty, but it is going to be touch and go to Panda Man. It's around about 3 seconds or so now. Yellow flag on the start-finish. Like Sesso's had a moment with Villeneuve. Not sure what's gone wrong there. But it's on the start-finish straight. And that has allowed Mello space to jump up into the points into P10. But we'll jump back on with the leaders as we're coming around to the final lap. Just a couple of laps too much in the end. But it looks like Monster is going to be fine. So jump on with Craigie, championship leader, back to winning ways. The guy couldn't buy a win in PLR or PRL previously. This is his third race win of the season. Monster comes home for a fantastic P2. Wonderful drive from him. From P19 all the way up to P2. Pandaman Gaming, another solid drive from him. P3. Guitarman Khan, P4 again for him, as it was last week. Bubba's a wonderful drive as well. Nice and solid. Bit of unlucky run earlier on, but P5 for him. Page as well, another great drive from P20 to P6. Tilmo P7, Voice of Chris P8. T De Silva P10 in the end, because Mellow Space jumped some more penalties, and that rounds out your top 10. PB Vintage P11. Real Shadow crosses line P12. We'll see where he ends up with those penalties. Light Sesso, yeah, it says P12. Light Sesso P13. Villeneuve making his way round.
He's just cruising it around now, isn't he? Just finishing
Yeah,
himself.
last lap contact. Unfortunate.
He's boxed anyway.
And he's boxing. And that's that.
That is your race of Tier 3 Round 4 complete.
Yep. Thank you very much to everyone watching. Thank you very much to everyone who has commented in the chat. A lot of action going on in there. Nice to see some old names. Itchy, nice to see you, pal. Monster driver there, quite rightly so as well.
Yeah, agree.
His head was a little bit all over the place pre-race, bless him, but he concentrated, he dug in. Craigie, you can't take it away from him, he was in control all the time there. He was very much in control. Panda Man completing out the podium. An all-British podium. Well, there's a Ukrainian flag there, but he is English. All-British podium.
Yep. That's another race done for PRL. So, a third in the comms box. So that was a great race for my third ever race to commentate over.
Yeah, thank you, chappers, for joining us.
Very welcome.
Much appreciated, mate.
It was a pleasure.
And to confirm what we've just said there, Craigie is your race winner there. 2-stop strategy in the end from P2. Monster P19, the 1-stop, me made it work with the fastest lap of the race as well. And Pandaman P3, Guitarman, Bubbers, Page, Tilmo, Voice of Chris, Mellow Space, and T De Silva round out your points. Extra point as well for Guitarman Khan for his pole position. So another 13 points for him. And Craigie will now extend his lead at the top of the championship by another 6 points to Monster, if my maths be correct.
And Monster's gained a lot of time, like a lot of points on Kevo as well, because Kevo not scoring any points, I believe. So
yes, Kevo was out, yeah. But yeah, I've been crew. I've been back in doing this again for some reason. But such is life. Thank you all for having us. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you again to Chappers for joining us. Everyone, take care of yourselves. We have plenty more action this week. We've got the Academy coming up later in the week. And we do it all again next week with the PC and the Xboxes coming up as well soon. And back to Tier 1 on Monday. And I don't know what the next track is for the life of me. I think it's Spain. I think it's Spain.
Try and find it now. It could be Spain. I'm going to go by with what you've said.
Yeah, we'll go with Spain. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologise if I'm not wrong. So, thank you very much. Everyone take care. See you again soon.